You may be seated. Good afternoon, parents, family members, staff, students, and dignified guests. Welcome to the 2022 Gilbert High School and AUHSD Independent Studies Commencement Ceremony. My name is Mariana Elias Mesa, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies. Today is a special day and one we are excited to celebrate together. Today's ceremony is being live streamed and will remain on the district's YouTube channel to view at your convenience. It is so great that we can all be here together to celebrate the class of 2022. And without further ado, let us begin. At this time, I would like to introduce Juana Gras and Andrea Raso, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. After the Pledge of Allegiance, please remain standing for our national anthem.
Will the audience please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and please remain standing while we play our national anthem.
Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while we play our national anthem.
Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to begin the ceremony by introducing George Benitez as he will read the Decorum Statement.
Good afternoon, families. This ceremony is both a joyous and solemn occasion. Please let us remember to be courteous to those around us. We need to be respectful to our seniors during the ceremony. So no air horns or noisemakers. Please remain seated while filming or taking photos, and remember to keep the recording device at chest level to not impede the vision of others seated around you. Please keep the aisle or walkway open throughout the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, George. And I would like to introduce our distinguished guest. I would like to introduce and welcome Mr. Al Jabbar, President of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Brian O'Neill, Clerk of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Anne-Marie Randall Trejo, Member of Board of Trustees, Dr. Jaren Freed, Assistant Superintendent, Educational Services, Dr. Nancy Nien, Assistant Superintendent, Business, Mr. Jose Lara, Coordinator, Principal of Alternative Education, and our amazing graduation student speakers. We would also like to welcome and thank you Dr. Egan's, Director, Student Support Services, Ms. Amy Maya, Coordinator, Special Youth Services, Mr. Joe Saldana, Program Administrator, Attendance and Safety, Scott Rendell, MBCT Coordinator, 21st Century Career Readiness. Sarah Anderson, Title IX Coordinator, our teachers, administrators, counselors, and all the other wonderful school staff who have supported the graduating class of 2022. Now please welcome our first senior class speaker, Matthew Lingle.
Good afternoon, friends, family, and most importantly, the class of 2022. I am Matthew Lingle, and I'm a part of this very special graduating class. I'd like to take this moment to thank everyone for being here as we prepare to move on from high school and into the next chapter of our lives. This graduating class you see before you has endured many battles to be here, both personal and shared. Through those battles, we can finally say we've won. We went through a lot together, the ups and the downs, from experiencing online schooling because of COVID-19 to readjusting to school back on campus to being here today receiving our diplomas. Some of our struggles have also been personal, like having to suffer through the loss of someone close to you, or maybe that pesky class you just didn't want to show up to. Some of us are still fighting that fight, but trust me, keep going, you're fighting that good fight. Gilbert High School is unlike any other campus I've seen or been a part of. Sure, Gilbert looks like any other school, but you truly need to be a part of the environment to understand. This begins with the biggest piece of the puzzle here, the staff. The staff here isn't like anywhere else. There are places like our previous schools where you and I have felt essentially drowned out among the sea of voices. But here, teachers and staff listen and make sure that no matter what the issue is, you'll be sent in the right direction to get the help you need. There are many people who made getting here today possible, like my English teachers from the past year, for allowing me to find myself through my writing. Without them, I wouldn't have the chance to be speaking here today. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'd like to thank my family and friends for being there through thick and thin to get me here to this spot. My family has been there to see me go through the good times and the bad, no matter how big the task was. I'd also like to thank the amazing people on the esports team I'm a part of, the Comets. The people I've met thanks to the Comets have made a lasting impression on me that shows me that I matter. You've offered me for what the past year has felt like another home. These people have shown me nothing but trust, respect, and love. I am proud and blessed to call these people my friends. So Andy, Matt, Stephen, and William, thank you. All of us here have special people to thank. Please take this moment to hold them all close to your heart in gratitude. I'd also like to take a moment to talk about what's next for us. Some of us here may plan on going straight into the workforce, some are looking at college, and some may not have a single idea on what you want to do next. No matter what the next step is for you, make it count. This is your life now. You call the shots. This graduation day is also important to the community around us for a couple of reasons. This is a new group of people who are going to be your college classmates, your coworkers, your next anything and everything. The possibilities for this class are endless. If we can get through the COVID-19 pandemic and our own personal battles to be here, then just think about what we can do now that the sky's the limit. There's a quote that I'd like to share with everyone today. Steve Jobs once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards." So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. So you just have to trust in something. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life today. I hope you connect your dots. There's also another quote I'd like to share with you today. Throughout the year at Gilbert, we continuously heard that this is the way. These quotes speak to me. I believe that there is no way to ever know what the future holds for you. Likewise, there is no way to force what you want to happen. Life is always going to be changing. You just have to take on the battles and go with the flow of life. Finally, I would like to congratulate the class of 2022 one more time on making it to the finish line. We spent countless hours inside those classrooms, pushing through our classes day by day, week by week, to finally say we've done it. Looking back at all we've gone through and done to get to this point, we can all agree that this was no small task. Some of us have sacrificed more than others for today, and that's okay. The road laid out for us isn't for everyone, and that is okay. In the end, we can all say we did it. Thank you. And now please welcome Elvie Villegas, our next class speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elvi Villegas, and I am a part of Independent Studies. I'd like all of the class of 2022 to give themselves a big round of applause, including their family and staff, because you guys have been through so much. After everything we've been through, we're still sitting here today. We've made it and are still going through a pandemic. We've had to go through a lot these past 2 years. Many of us had to work from home or even lost jobs because of COVID. Schoolwork had to be done at home where we couldn't find a quiet place to study, and some of us fell behind a lot. We had to learn how to adapt, and that's what you have to learn how to do everywhere. We have to learn how to adapt at a new job, a new school, and new locations. And we've had much practice from this experience. Many of us are still recovering from staying home for so long. Maybe being here today is hard for you because there are too many people here. Your anxiety may be going through the roof. But the fact that we're all here today is because we push hard to get here, no matter the circumstance. You may be dealing with mental health issues or financial troubles at the moment and have been for years. But your endurance and determination has gotten to get to you where you are today. You can do anything you set your mind to. You wanted straight A's, you got it because you worked hard. You got your first job, and you got over anxiety. When you want something bad enough, you'll get it done. No one can stop you. Keep that mindset, that no one can stop you from what you want to achieve. Everyone has different goals. What might be small to you might be big to somebody else. But once you start believing that you're good enough to do whatever you want, the sooner your results will shine and you'll feel proud of yourself. Not only will your progress shine, but you yourself will shine as well. I hope we can all succeed in achieving what we want in our lives. It's been hard, but it'll only make your path stronger. Many of us are undecided in what path we should take or what we want to pursue. But as soon as we get that passion for something, we can achieve it and we can make our dreams and goals come to life. Do what makes you happy. In the end, you will be more successful in what brings you joy, whether it's in a job, relationships, or anything you can have control of. And in saying that, take control of your life. Don't let anyone tell you, even yourself, that you can't get something done. Once you put that thought in your mind that you can't do something, you most likely won't. But if you have the mindset to do it and be the best that you can be, that's what will happen. I'm not saying that you will be the best at everyone because no one really can. But strive to be the best that you can at whatever you're doing. Be pleased with who you are. As long as you're happy with yourself, no one can tell you otherwise. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's my school life. But my home life is filled with warmth and love. My parents, aunts, uncles, my brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces, cousins, and many friends have made me be the successful person I am today. They've encouraged me not only to take care of myself, but others as well. And a special thank you to my strong pillars, my parents, that are with me through thick and thin. Not only have they fulfilled me with gifts, but with love, empathy, and support. And I couldn't have done anything without them. Every experience in my life so far, I have been able to share with them, and I hope to keep on doing so. And I can't wait for the day for us to all realize and look behind and say, wow, I really did that. Look how far I've come. So keep pushing forward and make yourself proud. Congratulations, class of 2022. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, and now I would like to introduce Fabian Espinosa.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the entire class of 2022. The admiration I have for you and your perseverance and triumph over your adversity is beyond anything I've ever witnessed from my fellow classmates. I'd like to shine a spotlight on the faculty and staff here at Gilbert High School, which ranges from the security staff on our campus to our very own social workers and counselors. I want to especially thank every single one of the teachers on this campus, whether I had your class or if you gave me a welcoming smile and hello as I walked by. You are very much appreciated. When people found out I went to Gilbert, they were in disbelief. And to be quite honest with everyone, I felt the same way. I myself always talked down on Gilbert and believed that if you went there, then there was something wrong with you. I vividly remember putting my own brother down until I came here firsthand and realized Gilbert is not what people say it is. It is more than just a continuation school. It's a community. I'd like to give a special thank you to my family, more specifically my older brother Carlos Espinoza, who also attended Gilbert High School and who encouraged me to wake up every morning and continue to strive for greatness. My opinion of Gilbert had been solely based on others' words and opinions. Imagine how many times we have humans made assumptions without knowing the beauty or potential another person holds within them. Rather, we judge them by their appearance or by what others have said about them. I am sure many of you have struggled with your own battles. I too have struggled with mine. Every single person here has a story, and today I'd like to share mine with you. I call this the beauty of life. You come into this world without asking. You don't choose the circumstances you're born into. As a child, I didn't understand this. Growing up was challenging. I constantly heard my parents talk about being short on rent or not having enough money for food. I remember having to sneak food from school back home, and sometimes I would get bullied because of it. I remember being put down for the clothes or the shoes on my feet, something no child should ever have to go through. A core memory of my childhood is spending Christmas without food or lights on in my home. Like all of you, I had something to hold on to. I found solace in music and football. Even though I wasn't consistent, I was consistently reminded that I was too small to play football, and I would like to add that I won MVP and was even called up to play varsity football. Boy, were all the naysayers wrong. This motivated me to keep waking up for school, even after a rough night's sleep on the couch or not having a meal to look forward to. Maneuvering through life with a positive attitude became my greatest asset. I learned that no matter how terrible things may get, there are better days. I also understand that everyone has their own story. Whether they let it build them up or break them down is on that individual. Having empathy for another story helped me to truly comprehend my own. When I sadly lost my grandpa due to COVID, and my hero, my brother, lost his baby due to a miscarriage, I faced adversity and took the pain headstrong, despite the toll this took on my mental health. And this taught me how to truly empathize with others. Now I understand my parents' struggle, which was difficult for all of us, but not a day goes by that I don't appreciate that lady and that old man that I call my mother and father. I am honored to be standing up here speaking to all of you. I thank each and every one of you, and I acknowledge each of your stories. I greatly applaud you and know that we are all grateful to our teachers for helping us get here. I'd like to close by saying no one is perfect, and everyone has a story. I'm a young man learning and growing from his past, and I will strive and continue to be open-minded as I graduate and share my knowledge with those who are still learning the meaning of life. As we walk down the path to be greeted with our diplomas, I encourage everyone to look forward and never back as we continue our journey after high school. Thank you once again, and a big round of applause to the class of 22. Now please welcome Denise Vu.
Good afternoon. My name is Denise Vu. I'm an independent studies student from Kennedy High School. I would like to take the time to congratulate the class of 2022. We made it! The challenging work that we've all put in, the stress that we've endured, the personal struggles of everyday life to finally get to this point. Today is the day we push all that aside and celebrate our achievements. As alternative ed students, many of us experienced different obstacles and life challenges that we had to overcome at one point or another. For many, the challenges and obstacles we faced included, but were not limited to, the ever-changing COVID-19 rules and regulations, the anxieties and stress caused by demands of schools, extracurricular activities, your peers, work, and just life in general. In the end, we come out of it gaining more knowledge and experience than what we had before. We learn to appreciate our efforts as well as those who have helped us come this far. Personally, one of the challenges that I faced was the devastating loss of my Percy, my absolute everything. As I struggled to overcome this personal loss, I began losing energy and motivation I once had due to this empty feeling in my heart. It left me struggling to stay afloat emotionally and physically. Luckily, I was able to grab at a small light at the end of the tunnel and reach out to my families, teachers, and counselors for help. They were the ones that gave me love and support and the strength I needed in any way they could. I'm truly thankful for them. This made my transition to getting my life back a little bit easier and tackling school. When I attempted to go back to a traditional school environment, I thought to myself, how could school be so important when I was dealing with the aftermath of what seemed to be an earth-shattering matter? Eventually, I had to attend school. I dreaded this task. I would have to focus and use every ounce of brain matter to do assignments, be sociable, and pretend to function. Every action, every emotion was a struggle. In the past, I used to enjoy learning, being around people, and socializing. I was fond of the company and friendship I received when I was around my peers. Overall, going to school used to be a pleasant experience. On my first day back, I did not even last 2 periods into the school day. All the stress that came with school completely took over. I went to go see my counselor, and together we went over the challenges that I was facing with at school and at home. We came up with a solution that would best benefit me. We decided to try out independent studies, a unique program designed and catered to each individual student's needs. So I enrolled in that program and found it was a great fit for me. If anyone asked if I recommend this program, I would say yes, 1,000%. I had the emotional support, care, and felt the passion from every faculty member involved. I am touched by how dedicated they are in doing what they love to do. This unparalleled dedication from everyone in the IS program is what gave me the courage to find the strength to carry on. As for how the program was, it blew away all my expectations. I was able to schedule my work to fit my needs. My teacher gave me his help and support the entire program, including after hours, evenings, and on weekends. I've never heard of this before. Finally, I would like to give a special thanks to a few people. Although they specifically did not ask me to say this, I want to start off with the one and only Mr. Okula. He made my high school experience as wonderful as it was by giving me the support I needed, whether that was academically or emotionally, which helped me power through dark times. He always believed in me, which gave me what I needed to make it this far. I see the way IS teachers interact with their students and families of their students. If more time were allotted for additional speakers, I'm certain everyone here can say the same or similar about their teachers. To that end, I would like to extend my appreciation to all the teachers and faculty members who have given me guidance and shared kindness with me. Lastly, and definitely not least, a big thank you to my family for giving me unconditional love that they've shown me. With everyone's support, I'm able to stand here today and deliver this speech and celebrate our accomplishments. So thank you. Fellow students, remember to thank who have helped you overcome challenges, because you will not be here without them. Again, congratulations everyone to the graduating class of 2022. And last but not least, welcome Juan Agras to recite his graduation poem.
Good afternoon, everybody in attendance. My name is Juan Agras. Before I recite my poem, I would like to thank the people who have helped me throughout my time in Gilbert High School. So thank you, Ms. Gomez, Chef Jasmine, Ms. Rosette, Ms. Gaitan, Mrs. Sandoval Rodriguez, Mrs. Celia, Mrs. Mawson, Mr. Cowan, and last but not least, Ms. Rees. Thank you all for everything you have done for me, and now without further ado, I would like to present my poem for the class of 2022. Merecemos estar aquí. Mientras pienso en el viaje salvaje en el que he estado y todas las millas que tuve que caminar, miro a mis zapatos y veo cuántos se desgastaron. Miro a las personas que me rodean y no puedo imaginar por lo que pasaron. Pasaron 4 años y miren cuánto crecimos. Como estudiantes, como amigos, como seres humanos. Todos los sentimientos encontrados, tristeza y no tener pasión, a la felicidad y satisfacción. Peleamos innumerables batallas, desde luchar contra el COVID-19 a ver partir a las personas más cercanas. Desde niños teníamos sueños ridículos y de adolescentes este era uno de esos sueños más salvajes. La gente dijo que no podíamos, la gente dijo que no deberíamos. Pero pensábamos que podíamos y lo hicimos porque dijimos que lo haríamos. y míranos. En nuestras togas y biretes. Ahora mira tus zapatos. Te trajeron aquí, te ayudaron a conquistar el miedo. Nos ayudaron a pasar y decir, merezco estar aquí. And now, the English version for the class of 2022. We deserve to be here. As I think of the wild journey I've been on and all the miles I had to walk, I look at my shoes and see how much they worn off. I look at the people that surround me and I can't imagine what they went through. 4 years went by and look how much we grew. As students, as friends, as human beings, all mixed feelings. Sadness and having no passion to happiness and satisfaction. We fought countless battles, from battling COVID-19 to seeing the closest people leave. As kids, we had ridiculous dreams. And as teenagers, this was one of the wildest dreams. People said we couldn't, some said we shouldn't. But we thought we could, and we did because we said we would. And look at us now, in our caps and gowns. Now look at your shoes. They got you here. Helped you conquer fear. Helped us get through and say, I deserve to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. That was beautiful. And now please welcome our principal to the podium, Mr. Jose Lara.
Welcome. Good afternoon, parents, caregivers, and staff. Welcome to the Gilbert and Independent Studies High School Commencement Ceremony for the class of 2022. My name is Jose Lara, and I'm the coordinator of alternative education. I would like to take a moment to thank Mr. Matsuda, Superintendent of the Anaheim Union High School District, Board of Trustees, and Cabinet for the opportunity to recognize our graduating seniors. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the parents and caregivers of a graduating class who have supported their students over the course of the past 4 years, and especially during the last leg of their journey as we have returned to in-person instruction. Thank you, parents. Muchas gracias, familias. These past 4 years, you have demonstrated grit and perseverance. You have overcome the effects of a global pandemic and continued your education. You have demonstrated, students, as Cesar Chavez once said, que sí se puede, yes we can. The lessons you have learned over the past few years will serve you well into the future. Congratulations, class of 2020-22. Congratulations as you continue onto your journey to reach your unlimited you. Now, I would like to recognize the following student groups. Graduates, when your group is called, please rise and remain standing until all groups have been made. So all students who have their A through G requirements met, please stand. All students who have academic honor candidates, please stand. Stay standing, please. Please remain standing. We want all students who have stood to please remain standing. Our student ambassador, please stand. ASB, please stand. Students who have completed their career and technical education pathway, please stand. Students who have completed the Dual Language Academy, please stand. Students who have completed the Gold Certificates recipients, please stand. Students who have received the Golden State Seal of Merit, please stand. If you are one of our scholarship recipients, please stand. If you have received the Seal of Biliteracy and Triliteracy, please stand. If you have received a Seal of Civic Engagement, please stand. Congratulations, students, for all your accomplishments. Please join me in honoring all the graduation seniors who have made many great contributions to the community and schools. Yeah, please have a seat. Congratulations, class of 2022, you did it. Graduates, we have arrived to the moment you have been waiting for. I would like to once again introduce our dignitaries who are presenting our diplomas to our graduates. Students, please prepare to receive your diplomas. I want to recognize Board of Trustee President, Mr. Al Jabbar, Board of Trustees Clerk, Mr. Brian O'Neill, I'm sorry about that, Board of Trustee Member Anne Marie Randall Trejo. Announcing the graduates will be teacher Ms. Maribel Arvizu and teacher Mr. Rob Nakayama. Please respect our graduates and hold your applause until all names have been read.
Mariana Elias Mesa.
Jorge Benitez.
Juan Agras.
Matthew Lingle.
Andrea Razo.
Denise Vu.
Elvi Villegas. Fabian Espinosa. Thank you. Lisbeiri Miranda.
Cesar Sanchez.
Malaya Chavez. Oh, sorry. Your card.
Anthony Rodriguez.
Gerald Alarcon.
Alyssa Plasencio.
Jocelyn Mendez.
Dina Atshan.
Angeline Quintero.
Mia Baca.
Jordan Moss.
Betsaida Flores.
Jonathan Carrillo.
Brian Palma.
Pete Garcia.
Noemi Alcantar.
Marvin Macias.
Perla Sakpun.
Amairani Verdin.
Cole Urquiza.
Celeste Gonzalez.
Johanna Dominguez.
Tia Sharma.
Chloe Plummer.
Danitzia Torres.
Taylor County.
Keire Corona.
I need to move this a little closer to you.
Jose Quiros.
Elise Mora.
Megan Zapata.
Crystal Martinez.
Savannah Molemaster.
Camila Pira.
Yvette Flores.
Kalani Arzaga.
Isamari Villanueva.
Luis Botello.
Tala Haddad.
Juliana Mora.
Michaela Valentine.
Jaylene Albillar.
Ever Castellanos.
Jonathan Seltzer.
Camille Ismail.
Casey Olivares.
Emmanuel Hernandez Garcia.
Angel Manso.
Ashton Nieves.
Stephanie Lopez Miranda.
Yahaya Ali.
Jacqueline Flores Lopez.
Javon Crawford.
Jerisa Flores.
Maria Pineda.
William Fonseca.
Brooklyn Ross.
Andrew Mata.
Brenda Calderon.
Juan Torres.
Nathan Aldapa.
Julian Bravo.
Luis Ruiz Gomez.
Ivan Jesus Godoy.
Raynette Martinez.
Vanessa Romero.
Melissa De Jesus.
Nalida Pineda.
Philip Montalvo.
Maritza Makina.
Brianna Pengel.
Lucas Duram.
Delilah Gomez.
Your name?
Brian Andrade.
Roque Pelayo. Jay Camacho.
William Trin.
Samuel Pufford.
Gabriel Tovar.
David Barnett.
Damian
Sasha
Angeles.
Mustafa.
Lucas Teo.
Anthony Salazar.
Justin Lopez.
Joseph Vega.
Christopher Gomez.
Aaron Mendoza.
Diego Martinez.
Richard Luna.
Romeo Price.
Victor Hernandez.
Celine Rubalcaba.
Vanessa Martinez.
Juan Macias.
Michelle Cordova Lopez.
Giselle Grajales.
Ethan Galvan.
Richard Delgado.
Hulver Dominguez.
Darren Gonzalez.
Your name, correct? Sami Hussein.
Ruben Rodriguez.
Luigi Vallejo Gomez.
Andrew Martinez.
Wendy Cadena Guzman.
Nathan Mercado.
Kayla Gonzalez.
Christopher Flores.
Isabel Dominguez.
Angel Escobar.
Jasmine Castillo.
Diego Delgado.
Christopher Barajas Alvarado.
Bishop Marchand.
Blanca Gamboa.
Ivan Munoz.
Estras Carreto.
Christopher Cervantes.
Demian Cortez.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Ruben Ponce.
Kevin Jacinto.
Débora Estrada.
Jesus Alcantar.
I have your name card? What's your name? Last name? Michelle Samudio.
Daniel Dorado.
Angelina Felice Alvarez.
Jacob Taylor.
Tania Navarro.
Destiny Cadena.
Elijah Rodriguez.
Guillermo Zuniga.
Marlene Solis.
Carlos Mendoza.
Luciana Encinas.
Alan Rojas.
Neo Rosas.
Jorge Rodríguez.
Isaac Aragón Sendejas.
Yasmín Juárez.
Jacob Reboseno.
Hannah Mejia.
Albert Cody Sarabia.
Oscar Mayorga.
Angel Marie Bustos.
Christian Mena.
Brianna Rodriguez.
Felix Martinez.
Lisette Diaz.
Gabriel Martinez.
Anthony Guardado.
Omar Garcia.
Santiago Guerrero.
José Baez.
Junior Alvarez.
Cerisi Cervantes.
Bryant Sandoval. Kendall Whitfield. Yasilu Torres. Patricia Hernandez. Last but not least, Mariah Chavez.
Class of 2022, please rise. It gives me great honor to present the Class of 2022 to the Board of Trustees for certification. Please welcome to the podium President, the Board of Trustees, Mr. Al-Jabbar, who will now certify the class.
All right, Class of 2022, please rise, which you already have done. Perfect. It gives me great honor to, well, that's not mine. There you go. All right, certification. As a trustee for the Anaheim Union High School District, it is my honor and privilege to officially certify that the students present here today from the class of 2022 have all duly met the requirements of the state of California and have completed the prescribed courses of the study established by Anaheim Union High School District. Students, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations!
Thank you, Board of Trustees President Al-Jabbar. Graduates, please be seated. Thank you for attending the 2022 commencement ceremony for Gilbert High School and AUHSD Independent Studies. Families and friends, please remain seated until all the graduates have recessed out of the stadium. Graduates, please follow our distinguished guests as they exit the stage and stadium. Parents, family members, and friends, our graduates were notified earlier to meet you at your vehicles after the ceremony. Remember to take all your belongings with you as you exit the stadium and enjoy the rest of your day. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.